Singapore prosecutes master and crew of a chemical tanker for the death of a sailor. This is from the Maritime Executive, and it was published on July the 3rd, 2025. The public prosecutor in Singapore is proceeding with the case against the master, chief officer, and pump master of a Vietnamese chemical tanker after a crew member died after entering a tank that had not been properly vented and inspected. The Straits Times newspaper reports that the pump master pled guilty on July the 2nd to one count of acts endangering the life of a fellow crew member. The charges stem from an incident on board a chemical tanker GT Win 15,000 DWT, which had arrived in Singapore on May the 11th, 2024, transporting a cargo of naphtha. The vessel, which is registered in Vietnam, offloaded its cargo and moved into the anchorage. While it was in the anchorage, the chief officer ordered 3 crew members to clean the emptied tanks, although according to prosecutors, he had failed to check the oxygen levels and necessary safety checks. Further, he instructed the pump master to make modifications to the mask of the breathing apparatus. He connected the mask to an air bottle on the deck, which prosecutors claimed impractical, noting space constraints at the staircase. One of the seafarers became unconscious while working in the tanks. The crew attempted CPR and requested emergency medical assistance from shore. The man was pronounced deceased at the local hospital, dying from exposure to volatile hydrocarbons. The pump master told investigators that the man was found unconscious inside tank number 6 instead of tank 4, which had not been declared gas-free before he entered the tank. The pump master later admitted to the false information in 2 written statements provided to the investigators. He further told investigators that he showed the modified mask to the vessel's master. He contends the master threw the mask into the sea and told the crew to lie about it to the police. The master reportedly said that they needed to do this so the man's family would get the insurance money. The pump master was sentenced to 3 months and 2 weeks in jail after his guilty plea. The cases against the master and the chief officer for their role in the death are still pending in Singapore courts. Safety first unless it gets in the way of production. Sadly, that works in a lot of cases in this world. But this one, somebody actually lost their life by doing something irresponsible, something that he should have known he shouldn't have been doing, but everybody on that vessel should have also known. It's not only dangerous for lack of oxygen, it's dangerous for an explosion. I covered a few of these stories, one recently where a tank exploded because it wasn't vented properly. And that could have happened here. The fact that they lied about the mask, the modifications to the mask, which obviously they shouldn't have done. But I do understand that they want to make sure that the man's family at least gets his insurance money. I do get that. It's wrong, but I understand. But he shouldn't have never been in these tanks. No one should be under any circumstances. You got to check the air quality. It's a very dangerous job at the best of times, but not checking the air quality, not venting them properly, that's dangerous on many, many levels. All right, guys, there it is. As always, thanks for watching. If you're new here and you like these kind of videos, don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you on the next one.